Is Bo Nickal still hunting? I mean, I got to tell you, after his last fight, he did an interview. They asked him what he was going to do, and he said he was going to go hunting. I don't know how long those trips are. I don't know if he was like leaving tomorrow or like this is the next thing I have to do, and it's in a month, and then it's going to be a 3-week trip. Like, I would assume that he's not, but I have not heard anything. And Bo really captivated the media. I mean, I got to tell you, I'll use myself as an example. I couldn't say his name enough times. Everything he was doing was interesting. His last fight, he was the biggest favorite in UFC history. 24-1 odds. It had never been done before. So there's not a lot to see there. That's not the kind of match that gets a lot of attention. I talked about it all the time. I talked about 24-1 odds. You guys listened to it. Made a bunch of views, did a bunch of comments. Like, there's something interesting about Bo. And Bo is in a unique situation where he's going to have to make a choice. If you do it the way that it's being done, it pays the same. He's getting feature matches as the biggest favorite in history. He's undefeated. Why would you bring him anybody that wasn't a hammer? I don't know. I don't know. There's a plan. There's a building process. Maybe even though he's undefeated and young and a 3-time NCAA champion, maybe those things aren't respected and it wasn't even meant to be a favor. They just think he's not very good. Maybe. I'm just suggesting for you. But if you're in Bo's spot, right, and I'm seeing opportunities for him to get fast-tracked. I'm seeing opportunities where he's fighting for world championships by this time in 1 year. I don't need a great crystal ball to tell you how that can happen. It was on December 10th of last year that Bo Nickal was a main card fight. The fight ended up not happening. Bo got hurt. But he was scheduled to be a main card fight. On that same card is a young man named Dricus du Plessis at the same weight class who is not a main card fight. And Dricus got pissed, and he told his 288 Twitter followers how angry he was. And I saw it. I thought, God, he's cutting a great promo here. He's actually making a very good point. He's offering to fight Bo. He's offering to take that spot. Give me your spot or give me you. It was very compelling. And I must tell you, in fairness, as much as I appreciate the squeaky wheel, and oftentimes it gets the grease, I did not think that Dricus du Plessis could go with a Bo Nickal, but now he's the number one contender. He's ranked far ahead of Bo. And I bring it to you because when I tell you that Bo, doing everything right, could be fighting for a title by this time next year, I don't know that that's his plan. Like, I know the competitor in him only knows go after number one, go after the best, be the best yourself. Once you get to the best, build a gap, build a distance, build a stride. Like, he is a die-hard second-generation competitor. His father's mind works the same way. But you do get confronted with the business side, which is, I could call for a really hard fight. I could get TV placement, and I could get this incentive. Or I can do none of those things. And if they keep shuffling the deck the way they're shuffling it, sure make for a lot safer and more secure night for the same living. Now, that would be contrary to the way Bo was raised. I don't predict for you that that's where his mindset is. I just share for you, I can't give him a hard time because he is in a very unique spot. I mean, Paddy the Baddy found himself in the same spot. Paddy the Baddy has made his first call out ever. And he made it a week ago when it was against Bobby Green. Bobby, well, I don't know that Paddy still wants that fight, right? Bobby came in short in that last one, but that's the first call out he's ever done. He's never called out anybody. And it's a unique spot. Why would he? What's the point? Or you could take the Sugar Sean O'Malley stance, which is, I'm better than this. Give me the guys. Give me the right guys. Get me to the belt. And eventually they did, and he got the belt. And I'm just sharing for you, like, Bo had an opportunity to get Paulo Costa. Now, I couldn't tell you that very many times. There's not very many times where Bo, as new as he is, and over the unranked guys, could splash in with a star. Paulo Costa could easily dismiss it, but he had an opportunity and he didn't take it. And prior to that, he had an opportunity to get Chimaev. They needed somebody. Bo had an opportunity to get it. Now, I don't know that he would have, but he would have been a live dog. Any other time he called out Chimaev, he would not have been a live dog. He's called out Chimaev. He was never a live dog. When Paulo pulled out, that was Bo's chance. And if he would have beaten Kamaru to the ask, he would have gotten the fight. And Paulo Costa versus Robert Whittaker has a lot of problems. There's a lot of things where you would be wise to not bet that that fight is going to take place. And it would be a great opportunity for Bo to simply put himself in backup position. If he doesn't have anything else going, if he's back from hunting, I'm just making a suggestion. I don't know that he needs to do that, but I'm making a suggestion that there is an ability and there is a fast track here, particularly with this division. When a guy was under the card on you, right? You don't worry about rankings, guys. They're come on. The rankings are, this isn't real. This isn't real. What's real is your card placement. Whoever fights later on the card is better than the guy that fought earlier on the card. Perception being reality, okay? 1 year ago, Bo was main card and Duplessis was not. So there's your answer. There's your answer of who's where. But one guy went hunting, and the other guy kept running his mouth. And that other guy is not only in a world title fight, he's a 2-1 favorite. So this isn't like Chael laying out a blueprint because Chael's the smartest guy in the room, which I am. I'm just using a simple example that happened in a very recent time, happened right in front of you, and happens to pertain to Bo. It's not a matter of Bo calling out Duplessis. Duplessis called him out. Duplessis said, give me your spot or just give me you. If I can't have that spot, I'll just get in the ring with you. So Bo's already been called out. He's been called out by a guy who's a 2-1 favorite to be the champion. But I haven't heard a response. I didn't hear it a year ago and I don't hear it now. And if we're playing a different game, we're on the business side of it, no problem. But if we're not, it's time to speak up.